Shalom Aleichem, welcome to Machan Le'ira online smicha. We know the importance of the mitzvah of sfirat העומר, how there's a mitzvah every single day, and we make a bracha every single day on the daily sfira. And what happens if a person forgot one day? Then from there on, he doesn't make any more a bracha. What's the reason for that? Because since there are some Rishonim that hold that the mitzvah of sfirat העומר is only if you counted the whole 49 days. The minute that you missed one, you don't have the mitzvah anymore. So you cannot make any more the bracha on the sfirat העומר. You're gone. I mean, your mitzvah is never going to be complete, so you're never fulfilling the mitzvah properly, so you cannot make the bracha. There is a fascinating shita of the chidah. The chidah in the sefira Avodas HaKodesh, Siman Zayin, Ois Reish Yud Zayin, he says, this person who now forgot, so he cannot make a bracha anymore because he's not going to fulfill the mitzvah ever properly again. If so, what's about the brachas that he made for the days that he counted? Do they now be considered retroactive bracha levatala? Because as long as he started, at the time when he started, he thought he was going to finish the sfira, there was a possibility that because of the possibility, he was able to make the bracha. But once we now find out that he's never going to fulfill the mitzvah properly, does it make the brachas that he said retroactive a bracha levatala? And there might even be a proof to this. Tosfos and Ksubis and Daf Ayin Beis Amud Aleph, Tosfos discusses the difference between counting of the Omer and the person who's tamei and has to count a couple of days till he becomes tar. So he has to count, but over there's no bracha being made when he counts the days down to when he becomes tar. And the question is, what's the difference? Why by sfirat העומר you do count, and over here you don't count? Over here by the tumah. And the answer Tosfos gives, how can he make a bracha that he's counting to become tar when it could be he'll never become tar? Maybe he'll touch a tumah or something accidentally will happen and he'll become tamei. So he's never guaranteed. So because he's not guaranteed, he can't make the bracha. But by sfirat העומר, it's up to you. As long as you make yourself aware, there's nothing that can happen. You just have to be focused, laser beam focused, that you're going to do the right. You're going to make sure to read the sfira every day, and then you can make the bracha. So we could start making the bracha from the beginning. So in some svarim they use that as a proof. And what if the guy flunked is a raya, and if during the sfira he forgot, so he basically shows that retroactive, he should have never made a bracha. It's no different than the sfira of the tumah. So that would be a possible raya that the brachas of the ones from behind also become a bracha levatala. Some of the nafkaminas la'alacha, if we accept this opinion of the chidah, is what happens if Nebach, somebody is going to be going through a surgery and it's scheduled for sfira, and the type of surgery that Rahman al-Flan, he has to be put to sleep for a long time. He'll be out of commission for a long time. It's very possible that the whole 24 hours he won't be alert during one of the days, and he won't be able to make the bracha. He'll skip one day. Should he, knowing that already, should he from the beginning of sfira, knowing that he has a scheduled surgery, should he not make a bracha from the beginning? Because being that sometime during sfira he will miss, then he never will have the opportunity to have the full 49 days. Should he not say the bracha from the beginning, or once you start day by day, you say the bracha, and the date of the surgery, from there on you don't. Based on the chidah, he shouldn't make the bracha even from the first day. Another example that the Achreinim talk about is a person who's elderly, he forgets a lot. For these type of people, it's a strong risk that they're going to miss one day, maybe it's better for them not to start with the bracha, because starting with the bracha is a risk of having all those brachas be considered a bracha levatala. In the Stei Chemed, in Mareches Yom Kippurim, he asks a shayla on the chidah. If you tell me that it's going to backfire retroactive and consider it a a bracha levatola, how could we even take the chance of making a person make the bracha? A person doesn't know what happens. A person is never guaranteed anything in life. So he doesn't know if he's going to survive till Shavuos, or he might sleep it through. If there is such a risk that he might retroactively be considered a bracha levatola, Steichem, it says, you can't make a bracha, you shouldn't be able to make a bracha on the fact that nothing is guaranteed. And that's why most of the opinions, Taka, say that we disagree with the Chidah. A person, once he starts and he's committed and he tries, he hopes that he'll be zocheh to finish the mitzvah all the way through. As long as he remembers, he'll Taka make a bracha. Once he flunks, but it doesn't work backwards. The Ben Ish Chai, in his Sefer Rav Pa'olim, Chela Gimel, Eir Chaim Siman Lamed Beis, he says, I understand their opinion. There's a risk. There's a risk that he might forget. Why allow him to make a bracha? He says, just like by Isser, we have a klal that even though the certain Isurim is only prohibited when you take a full amount, yet Chatzi Shir is also Asur Min HaTorah. So if it is that way in the negative, the Ben Ish Chai writes, it should be also in positive sense. That a Chatzi mitzvah, as long as you don't know for sure, I'm not going to fulfill the mitzvah, a Chatzi mitzvah is also a reason to make a bracha, until you realize that you forgot it fully. That's what the Ben Ish Chai writes. An interesting shaila was asked by the Nosson Gestetner, the Baal Mechaber, the famous posek, the Baal Mechaber, Lahiris Nosson, and this is brought in the Sefer of Sfirat Sa'omer. He was asked, there was a sailor or somebody in the Navy that knew that he's going to be he's going to be deployed sometimes during Sefira. He'll be underwater, and he'll be underwater in a very secret manner for a long time, for a time that he'll miss a day's Sefira. Obviously, somebody that was firm enough to ask the question, and he wants to know, should he, until he goes on that mission, should he make a bracha every day, and when he goes to that mission, from then on he won't, or should he, knowing that he's going to be deployed to that mission, he shouldn't make a bracha even from the beginning. And Rabbi Nosson Gestetner paskin that until you go, you can make it with a bracha.